You hear me? Check, check, check. Testing, testing.
Right now? Okay, please ask the players to line up along the sideline. Okay.
You able to hear me?
Gotcha.
Yep, perfect. Okay, well, everything's set up. I just went live. So our mics are muted.
Oh, look for you.
There you go. Do you want me to start in here or? I don't care. It doesn't make a difference.
I need to actually here go over to the third floor. Do you have the keys? In the third floor. Grab one of those orange things sitting behind on the table. Up in the street. On the back table.
Now she wants me to ask the players to line up along the sideline. Do we do that right before the introduction to the coaches, right after special? Where do you want me to put that
Right
in there?
before.
The lineups?
Yeah, ask them to line up
Right before I mention
after. So make the special thanks.
And then do
So
it then.
yeah, do these.
And then do the
Let them line up, and then
coach for
they
tonight's.
they should be go. You can say players go to the sideline.
That's what I'm saying. If we can have the participating players line up along the sidelines.
Okay, you're live on that channel.
Yeah, we're muted.
All right. Yeah, start in here. I'll try to get that going. If you're already live, that's cool.
Make it 40 or go ahead and start. Wait till we hit that 0, 0. I see the clock.
Okay. Yeah. Then yeah.
Wait till we hit 0, 0. Okay.
I'll turn down the music.
All right. Just crack it.
Yeah.
20.
Water.
Okay.
You can tell him to head to the sidelines, and he's queued up for the national anthem. You're ready.
If we can have the
Participating players line up along the sideline as we are welcoming you now to the Virginia Beach Field Hockey Training Center for tonight's COVA Sports Senior All-Star Game presented by Capelli Sport. Special thanks to Il Giardino and Lucky Oyster, who are tonight's official Player of the Game sponsors. At the end of the game, we will be giving a gift card for each team's Player of the Game. The coach for tonight, the blue team, led by Yogi Hightower Booth. The coaches for the white team are Teresa Platt and Margaret Brandon. Our officials for this evening's contest are Kara Gavin and Scotty Tyson. And now the lineups. First for Team White, in numerical order, from First Colonial High School, number 2, Izzy Kitzmiller. From Catholic High School, number 4, Brooke Sutherland. From Nansemond River High School, number 6, Cadence Parker. From Lakeland High School, number 8, Riley Moore. From Tab High School, number 10, Kira Trader. From Poquoson High School, number 12, Elizabeth Trant. From Gloucester High School, number 14, Addie Zabicki. From Grafton High School, number 16, Ashton Blackburn. From Kellam High School, number 18, Molly Buden. From Kellam High School, number 20, Kylie Hayden. From Hickory High School, number 22, Aaron Seary. From Hickory High School, number 24, Ellie Tyler. From Great Bridge High School, number 26, Berkeley Steckline. From Tallwood High School, number 27, Maddie Weiss. From Norfolk Academy, number 29, Caroline Willis. From Maury High School, number 31, Zania Wilson. From War Hill High School, number 33, Caroline Gartland. From Lansdowne High School, number 35, Reagan Seacrest. From Lansdowne High School, number 37, Mackenzie Bendeley. And from Bayside High School, number 39, Lillian Yoder. And now the roster for Team Blue in numerical order. From Cox High School, number 1, Atlee Booth. From Catholic High School, number 3, Izzy Zazewski. From Catholic High School, number 5, Jaden Large. From Nansemond River High School, number 7, Thendui Schmidt. From Princess Anne High School, number 9, Kelsey Manugo. From Tab High School, number 11, Parker Siegel. From York High School, number 13, Lexi Anderson. From Kempsville High School, number 15, Olivia Wintrode. From Grafton High School, number 17, Taylor Seacrest. From Kellum High School, number 19, Carly Porter. From Hickory High School, number 21, Jocelyn Garcia. From Hickory High School, number 23, Sophia Lowry. From Hampton Roads Academy, number 25, Audra Elms. From Norfolk Academy, number 28, Mary Ellen Violet. From Maury High School, number 30, Katie Dixon. From War Hill High School, number 32, Ellie Kidd. From Cape Henry, number 34, Peyton Davalda. From Lansdowne High School, number 36, Veronica Nixon. From Bayside High School, number 38, Maddie Spears. And from Gloucester High School, number 40, Peyton Sutton. Those are your rosters for Team White and Team Blue. And now we ask that you please stand and remove all hats for the playing of our national anthem.
For any athlete, making it to the top sometimes comes with a few steps back. That's why parents count on CHKD Sports Medicine, advanced diagnostics, treatment, and rehabilitation for sports injuries just for young athletes like yours. With convenient locations across Hampton Roads and a whole team of experts here to keep your favorite player at the top of their game. CHKD Sports Medicine. Learn more at chkd.org or call the CHKD Sports Injury Hotline.
And we welcome you to our coverage on Kova Sports TV of the 2025 Field Hockey All-Star Game presented by Capelli Sport tonight here on Kova Sports TV of Team White versus Team Blue, the best of the best when it comes to field hockey talent all across the 757 area code. We're glad you're tuned in on this particular Wednesday night in November. A little chilly outside, but a good night to recognize these student athletes for all their hard work and achievements throughout their entire high school careers, and all of these young ladies who are finishing up at the high school level, many of which are headed on to the collegiate level to continue their field hockey talents. With Jack Lowe, I am Matt Hatfield, Mason Yoder, our producer tonight, Nick Sinti, Chuck Thornton, and the entire Kova Sports TV team helping make this possible for all of you out there, as we've got, again, the young ladies in blue from Team Blue that we mentioned earlier that are participating against the squad from Team White, many of whom competed in the state playoffs that just wrapped up this past weekend, Jack, where we saw Cox win the Class 5 championship. We also saw championships won by other area teams from Hampton Roads at the Class 4 level, with Gloucester knocking off Loudoun Valley, and in Class 3 with Tab edging Pocosin 3-2. Tigers now with 113 consecutive wins and 5 straight state titles. So for some of them, this is the swan song, if you will, but many of whom are also going to get a chance to play at the next level to continue their college careers.
This is always a lot of fun, Matt. One of my favorite events of the year when it comes to the field hockey calendar. Yeah, you just wrapped up the state championships, which are obviously the pinnacle of Hampton Roads and the state of Virginia of what you want to accomplish at that level. But some of the best players in the area don't get the opportunity, one, to play in that state championship, and number two, there's only but so many field hockey college teams out there to recruit these players. So it's such a fun opportunity for them to get out here. They get to play together with all the seniors that they went against for 4 years, one final time, and it's always a lot of fun and a beautiful night. A little chilly though.
15-minute periods, as you see, going from left to right. It is Team White to start things off here on your screen, and we'll mention some of the college commitments so far for these young ladies that are partaking in tonight's festivities. We mentioned Izzy Kitzmiller at our Open from First Colonial. She's headed to Virginia Commonwealth. You also have headed to SUNY New Paltz, Cadence Parker, number 6 from Nansemond River. Penn State is where Kira Trader is going from Tab. And what a finish she had with a goal and 2 assists in the state finals against Pocosin just this past weekend. Pocosin, by the way, led by Elizabeth Trant, she's headed to Princeton, so you got to be a smart cookie there, not just a talented athlete. Gloucester's Addie Zabicki and Ashton Blackburn from Grafton, both going on to be future teammates or teammates in this game tonight, but also going to be teammates at the next level at Longwood University. They were counterparts in the Bay Rivers District this past year. And then you have Caroline Gartland from Team White going to St. Mary's College. We'll mention who is headed to the next level for Team Blue in a moment, but we're watching an opportunity, looking for perhaps that first penalty corner coming up. I think Tab, I read, Jack, had about 17 of them this past week, and they were down against Pocosin in that game and rallied to win 3-2. So heck of a battle there. And there were also some teams that made nice runs to the state playoffs that didn't come up as champions. Got to salute First Colonial, which won the region, didn't quite win the state, but another fine year for them as they fell short against Cox in that state final. Nansemond River also got to the state playoffs out of Region 5B. They were the region champs there. Maury, the runner-up in that region. And then even some teams at the Class 6, Class 4, Class 3 levels that we'll note here in just a moment that were able to punch their ticket to this year's state tournament. From the 757 Western Branch was a runner-up in Region A to Cosby. They were able to get to the state tournament as well. And in addition to the champions from Class 4 out of the Bay Rivers now, moving from the peninsula to the Bay Rivers, Gloucester, you had Grafton make it to the state tournament, runner-up in Region A. So a lot of good field hockey teams and players that were consistently in the championship hunt throughout the years. We're almost about 4.5 minutes through here, most of the possession time has been handled by Team White in the early going, Jack. But this is a chance, too, for some of those under-the-radar, really good seniors to get noticed, too, that haven't made their commitments. That's the thing I love about All-Star games is there are sort of your headline players, the marquee names that are going to be All-State and Player of the Year, choices such as like we talked about with Kira Trader. We know about Kitzmiller from First Colonial out of the Beach dominating the year. But there's some other really good players that might have flown under the radar for whatever the reason might be, and then they get out here and you see where their talents kind of get accentuated.
Yeah, 100%. And I want to mention, this is nothing like the NBA All-Star game where people lay back, no defense, nobody cares. No, these players try hard. I mean, if you watch the past few years, everybody kind of leaves it all on the line. And again, for some of these players, it's their last chance to ever play the game because once you get out of the college level, there's not many great professional leagues out there. There's a couple. You have Nexus and stuff like that, but other than that, they don't get many opportunities to play. So it's really great for that. And like you mentioned, some of these players get noticed, and you just never know. You could score a couple goals with some of the best out there. You never know what could happen.
First corner for Team White, and that one's going to be an empty opportunity, but they've certainly bonded well. And there are some players on these teams that were teammates during the season. We mentioned Molly Buden and Kylie Hayden from Kellum on Team White. Lansdowne's got a couple of players with Sechrist and Bendeley on the squad for Team White, as well as Aaron Seary and Ellie Tyler for Hickory. Let's talk about the Team Blue for a moment. Some of their teammates and also college commitments on the roster. A couple of Catholic players with Zazuski, number 3, and Large, number 5. Hickory teammates with Garcia and Lowry, 21 and 23 respectively. You also have, looks like that might be actually it for the teammates part. I think it is, yes, as I look at it. But they have so far, Jack, I'm showing 8 players that are committed to the next level for them. And they're from a variety of schools, some inside the Commonwealth and some outside Virginia.
Yeah, and I honestly, and this kind of sounds bad, I don't really care what the university is. If you're playing at the next level, that's an achievement in its own. And again, not as much respect for field hockey out there, but the universities are slowly more and more adding the sport. The ACC is very prevalent with field hockey, and you're seeing more respect for the sport, which is great, and more opportunities for some of these ladies to move on to the next level. But I don't really care how big the program might seem on the outside level. If you're playing at the next level, that's an incredible achievement, and I can tell you some of these ladies are very, very talented in what they do.
So Schmidt from Nansemond, she's going to Barton College. Manugo from Princess Anne, committed to Mary Washington. You have Parker Siegel from Tab going to Washington and Lee. Lexi Anderson from York committed to Roanoke College. Taylor Sechrist of Grafton is committed to University of Lynchburg. And East Stroudsburg able to come into the Commonwealth and pluck Carly Porter from Kellum off their roster to join their program. Sweetbriar College is where Jocelyn Garcia of Hickory is going. And Ellie Kidd from Moorhill will stay nearby for her college field hockey experience at Christopher Newport University.
Only about 30 minutes away or so, nothing too far, and it's great for her parents too. They don't have to travel so far to see her college games.
So here we are watching Team Blue trying to move into enemy territory. That one's going to get deflected for a moment. Now it's going to be possessed by Audra Elms from Hampton Roads Academy over to Ellie Kidd.
Team Blue in the black jerseys, by the way. It almost looks a bit blue on the camera, but if you look out there in person, they're black jerseys.
I think I'm half colorblind. It looked blue to me when I was watching until you told me. So I didn't really notice. I really squinted hard and did see, yeah, you're right. It is more,
I had to be reminded by the powers that be before we started this broadcast. These are black.
Just don't beat me up and make me black and blue. That's all I ask, because we're going to watch across the way here another hit. That one's going to be chased down for Team White by Aaron Seary. She from Hickory High School.
Wouldn't want to add to your gimped leg or whatever you call it.
We watch now trying to get away from Atlee Booth, one of the state champions from Cox High School. I think before we started here, Yogi Hightower Booth, one of the best ever. Old Dominion legend, told me hadn't coached since the 90s.
Which is unbelievable.
I wanted to quit back to her. I wanted to joke back. I said, well, listen, that means you're undefeated for how many years now? You haven't lost a game. And going on, we're talking about close to 30 years there. So, but
that's wild.
I know she's excited to see what these young ladies can do because of what this sport meant for her and just the memories and We had a chance last year. Beanie Schleicher, who does so much for the sport, former state champion coach herself at First Colonial, last year to catch up with Yogi Hightower Booth on one of our podcasts. People can go probably look it back up.
Hockey off the turf with Beanie.
There you go, right there on the Cova Sports TV. If you just type in Yogi's name, I'm sure it'll pop up in the search, or find the podcast that Jack just referenced, and you can click onto it. But some of the stories she told as we were talking about USA field hockey last year was really neat, and her experiences and her times, and that was a cool sit down we did last. I think it was 2024.
It was
summertime.
August of
Yep.
2024. Yep.
There you go.
And I want to say there was a story in there involved with Beanie and Yogi, something along the lines of Beanie getting a card. I don't know if Yogi was officiating or whatever, but there was a lot of great stories in there. You definitely want to go check it out if you're a field hockey fan.
So here does Team White now trying to move back into blue territory where they had a lot of possession time. Mentioned some of the better talents this year. I mean, the Beach is known for its history of success as we watch now. Elizabeth Trant from Pocosin, which leads me to my next point here. Jack, is Trant, you see just her stick work and ball control. Some of the better players have actually, the Bay Rivers has gotten much, much better with the likes of Pocosin. Of course, Tab is the giant, but Grafton, Gloucester, 4 to 5 really good teams. Even Moorhill with a player here tonight being represented, really good to see. But the Bay Rivers with quite a few athletes that have made their mark in the last couple of years.
Yeah, 100%. That's a great point. I think when you look at some of the best field hockey programs around the area, you always have the Beach, like you mentioned, and I really think the Bay Rivers is right there at number 2. If not, they're just as even with the Beach. The Beach almost with a bit of a down year, but Cox getting their state championship. But those two districts have been outstanding. And then also I will mention the Southeastern District. Nansemond River's been good the last couple of years. And also, you haven't mentioned them, but the Hickory Hawks had a really good year themselves. They fell short against First Colonial, I believe it was. Hickory with a good year too. So overall, the 757 had a little more depth this year than normal. Maybe not quite as great at the top, but a lot of teams that made a run.
You see they're stepping through. Nice play, intercepting it in the dark uniform, we'll say, Carly Porter from Kellam, which had a nice run. We broadcasted some of the regional playoff games for the quarterfinals and semifinals round right here on this surface at the training center for 5A. And we noted during one of our broadcasts, I think it was one of the games that Cox won handling the quarters. We got our first goal of the night. We'll double check on who that was that scored it. Looks like that is indeed by number 18 in white. We'll double check it though. Molly Buden from Kellam that had that goal. But just to be out to say to you, Jack, that Hickory, a lot of young talents. They'll have some players back next year that will be in contention. That was indeed a goal by number 18 for Team White, Molly Buden from Kellam, getting our first goal with 4:20 to go in our first quarter, as Molly put her squad in the lead. I think we might have that backwards. We'll get that fixed on our scorebook for you folks with Team Blue and Team White, but no problem. So Team White has the lead here early going. 1-0 as we watch them threaten again. And that one goes whizzing by right there with Kira Trader. Nearly putting it through. Excellent job, though, on that goal. Trying to look back and see who set it up. Looked like it was we'll give the assist unofficially to Caroline Gartland from Warhill, who had a nice little soft dump-off pass to put them in the lead as we're under 3 minutes to go in our first quarter. I want to thank some of the sponsors that make our broadcast possible and our coverage all year long, from the likes of Pain and Gain, Beignets and Brews, One Life Fitness, Melty, Dairy Queen, Big B Coffee, Hydration IV at Vibe Wellness, Tropical Smoothie, Freddy's, that's one of Jack's favorites to get those steak burgers, Tika Shack, Casual Pent, Chicho's Pizza, Town Bank, and Atomic Wings, all of them being a big contributor to our coverage and our action we're bringing you tonight here on Cova Sports TV from the training center in Virginia Beach. We watch along the end line there with Elizabeth Trant. Very active in our first quarter as we near 2 minutes to go. Team White's really dominated the possession time in this one. They had that one early penalty corner that came up empty, but that goal with just over 4 minutes to go in our first quarter from Molly Buden of Kellam High School. And the assist, we gave it to Caroline Gartland of War Hill, who's headed to St. Mary's. Molly, we've not heard where she's going to for the next level just yet. Here on the move, we watch Team Blue with Carly Porter, a teammate of Molly's. That's the other thing that always fascinates me when you get these all-star games and you're playing against.
Yeah, it makes a lot of fun. And again, like I mentioned, you've gone against half of these people all 4 years, whether they're rivals, like you get some of these Beach District rivals. Now you're playing with each other. And then you look over to the other side and you see your best friend that you just ate lunch with earlier today in school. So
Right,
it's
teammates that are now opponents in a game like this. That's
it makes it a lot more fun.
always neat to see because there are players. We do have a few different occasions where we have multiple Hickory players, multiple Kellam players. I don't see another opponent for Cox besides Booth.
We got one apiece for Nansen River.
There you go. Yep, with Schmidt for blue and number 6 Parker in white that are opposite each other. So under 40 seconds to go in this first quarter. Team White in the lead. Pretty chilly night here at the training center in Virginia Beach. So we watch trying to advance up the field. That's Caroline Gartland again from War Hill. Now on the move with it is Elizabeth Trant from Pocosin. We just see her quickness and stick skill really standing out here in this first frame. And that one's hit with some power, just goes right by the net. Nearly a goal. But it looks like Team White will take a 1-0 lead into the second quarter here at the Regional Training Center. In our 2025 COVA Sports Field Hockey All-Star Game, we'll step aside and come back with more after we hear a word from some of the sponsors that make it possible for us. You're watching COVA Sports TV.
I grew up here. I know this town. I know the people here. More important, they know me. As a banker at Town Bank, we become part of the communities we serve. The people who bank with us, our members, know us. When you bank with Town Bank, you'll know your banker. You'll know you can reach us, and you'll know we're here for you.
Welcome to the most honest commercial you'll ever see.
And as you can see, me and you are both having trouble starting to talk.
Yep.
I mean, this is something that you're breathing in every day.
Yeah. Like 50% of the air in the house
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
is coming from down here.
Yes, sir.
How's your crawl space looking? You say we're going to be here a while.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get busy.
Get a free and honest inspection with JES Foundation Repair, a groundworks company.
For any athlete, making it to the top sometimes comes with a few steps back. That's why parents count on CHKD Sports Medicine, advanced diagnostics, treatment, and rehabilitation for sports injuries, just for young athletes like yours. With convenient locations across Hampton Roads and a whole team of experts here to keep your favorite player at the top of their game. CHKD Sports Medicine. Learn more at chkd.org or call the CHKD Sports Injury Hotline.
Life moves fast, but when that Freddy's hits, you can't help but slow down. Freddy's, this is the good stuff.
With 4 Hampton Roads area locations, Freddy's is just a short trip away.
Everyone's getting toasted at Jimmy John's. I mean, sandwiches.
Craving something hot, cheesy, and delicious? Well, we have the place for you. Melty at Lansdowne Commons in Virginia Beach. Freshly grilled melts with bold flavors, gooey cheese, and the crunch you crave. Enjoy the Cuban, patty melt, melty clubs, barbecue brisket, turkey avocado, and top it off with the milkshake. Melty is family owned and operated and is your restaurant for amazing melts and much more. See you at Melty, where every bite melts just right.
We welcome you back to our coverage of the 2025 COVA Sports TV Field Hockey All-Star Game tonight. Team White taking on Team Blue. An early lead here, 1 period of play in the books at the Regional Training Center. Matt Hatfield here with you alongside Jack Lowe, Mason Yoder, our producer-engineer, as Molly Buden from Kellam High School was able to get a goal off an assist from Caroline Gartland, and we're so delighted to be joined by the head field hockey coach at Old Dominion University. What a job he has done. 12-plus seasons, 139 wins, 211 wins in his coaching career. We know him as our pal Andrew Griffiths. Coach, thank you for stopping by. How you been?
Been doing well, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Well, it's our pleasure. Tell us, you got to be pumped to see these athletes out here competing. It's a neat thing to have all-star games for the 7-5-7 in any sport, especially the one that's so near and dear to your heart like field hockey.
Yeah, the first quarter has actually been a lot of fun to watch. It's been pretty fast, and some of the skills on showcase from some of the best players in our area, obviously. And the great thing for me is that I know a lot of these kids from being at camps and doing during COVID, we did a lot of small group sessions, and a bunch of these ones we spent a lot of time working on developing, and none of them are coming to ODU, unfortunately, but I want them to see them go to a good place, and we got a bunch of them going to good universities, colleges to play hockey.
Absolutely. Now, when you come out here, what are some of the tips or pieces of advice you try to give to these young ladies as they compete? Because, as we mentioned earlier, some of them are teammates during the season, but they're also wanting to advance in this sport and continue to grow. What are the things you tell them in that process?
Well, they play club hockey and they play school hockey, and they're going to go on to college hockey. So they're going to have to play good hockey, and that's really the focus for them. So whether they're playing against opponents, local rivals, or whatever it is, you want them to play fast, good hockey and make it entertaining, and play team hockey as well, not just try and show their own skills.
Can you find out something about a player you didn't know before when you see an all-star setting like this? And if so, what are the things that kind of jump out to you that you might differentiate from during the high school season or club summertime, if you will?
Yeah, usually you can see the trends as you goes along, but the players who do the best in college are the ones who adapt to playing with different players well quickly. And you know, these guys don't all know each other, and if they can figure out their tendencies and their teammates' tendencies, that is usually a sign that they're going to be effective at the next level.
Here's a corner and a shot opportunity and a goal that's put on the board for Tab High School's Kira Trader. She's headed to Penn State, and she had the game-winning goal just the other day in the state finals to lift Tab past Pocosin, and to no shock, here she is scoring again 2-0. You see just how talented she is there to put her team up by 2 goals, and generally when you get the best on best here, the best tend to rise that cream to the top, if you will, in these big settings for the field hockey all-star game. So a 2-0 lead for Team White on Team Blue after that penalty corner goal from Kira Trader of Tab High School. How long does that take for that evolving process, Coach, when you get someone on campus as a freshman? Take for your situation at Old Dominion. You've had a lot of successful teams over the years. Is it about a 2 to 3 month process or longer in your eyes?
I think it really depends on the situation and the individual. Sometimes you'll get someone on campus maybe in their sophomore or junior year, and something clicks, and it also depends on what you're looking for at that time. So many elements go into it, but I think the best situations are ones where you've got to see them play over a period of time. Got to watch them in a club setting, a high school setting, and work with them coaching on camps. And then you can make a really informed decision about what happens next.
We're chatting with Andrew Griffiths. He's the head field hockey coach at Old Dominion University here on Cova Sports TV. It's the 2025 Cova Sports Field Hockey All-Star Game brought to you by Capelli Sport. A couple of goals courtesy of Molly Budwin of Kellam High School and Kira Trader from Tab High School to give Team White the 2-0 lead on Team Blue. A lot of talented athletes in this one tonight. In fact, so far, a total by our count of at least 15 athletes already committed to the next level, whether it be Division I or any level for that matter. Coach Griffiths, let me ask you, too, at Old Dominion University, the 7-5-7 has been pretty good to your program. What's been so attractive about the players from here, and what makes the talent in this particular area of the country so unique and different from others, in your opinion?
Well, I think the U.S. national team being based here for a while ago and having the turfs here and a bunch of USA field hockey events here obviously helps. So they have good AstroTurf to play on, which is not available everywhere. I think just over time, you've seen a lot of good coaches come into high schools and local clubs and develop the talent, and usually talent develops talent. So we've seen some great national team players come out of this area, and hopefully that's the same in the future.
Well, we want to thank you for stopping by. It's been a real treat to have you out here. We'll let you go out there and go check out the action.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach.
You got it. That is Andrew Griffiths, the field hockey coach at Old Dominion University, our guest here on Cova Sports TV as we watch the 2025 Field Hockey All-Star Game tonight at the Training Center. Team White on top of Team Blue, 2-0 as we tick under 10 minutes to go in the first half. Good to hear his feedback on everything happening at the RTC.
Yeah, it's always interesting to hear from the coach's perspective in any sport. It's really exciting or interesting to hear from the coach's perspective because it's easy for us to watch what's going on and give the story of what's going on the turf. But behind the scenes in the locker room, what goes into planning these teams around? And then people forget, I mean, Old Dominion is a force on the field hockey level. And the Hampton Roads area plays a big part of that. And him describing that, it's always great to hear that side of things and his perspective on stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Just back in 2023, made the NCAA first round, going 14-6, Big East tournament champs, Big East regular season champs. And they've had double-digit win seasons under his direction on, by my count, looks like 7 or 8 times. And he also did it at Lafayette before he arrived at ODU in 2013. So just a little over 9 minutes to go in our first half. Team White on top of Team Blue. So we watch another opportunity. That one just goes off the post from Peyton Sutton of Gloucester.
Really appreciate Coach's time, and he had a lot of great stuff to say. And be sure, if you're a field hockey fan, man, check out that Old Dominion program. I know their season is coming to an end now, but check them out next fall. They get a lot of great atmospheres. I was next door when they were playing Michigan at home this year, and man, the atmospheres, it's outstanding. The amount of people that turn up to these games, man. He's got a lot of great stuff going on over there in Norfolk.
A really classy program over there.
Yes.
He also was digging, people couldn't see it, was digging my Canada hat. He hails from there before we, people out there can't see it. So
I said he's from Toronto. That's what he said,
Yes.
right? From Toronto, yeah.
Here it is, booted away. Now another chance. We saw the corner chance that paid off in a big way for Team White a little while ago with Kira Trader. There's a nice nifty pass from Berkeley Steckline of Great Bridge. And another one's on the board as they get it to go to make it 3-0. Another great job for Team White as they able to capitalize. They got the quick takeaway courtesy of Steckline, and then they get the goal in the center there. It looks like that might have been Kira Trader again, Jack, if I'm not mistaken. I'll watch the replay once more. Couldn't tell as it got out of our camera angle, but it looked like Trader is the one that had it. It is Kira Trader, number 10, with her second goal of the half.
A great night already. It's still early second quarter, man, and that's what you see with some of these games is some of the best just start taking over, man. Some of the dribbling, the agility to get through some of the defense and then get that. That was a great shot as well. It looked like she went backhand. You know what I mean? Reverse hand. Great job.
So with a 3-goal lead, Team White trying to spread out Team Blue again to advance further up the field. There's a nice job by Maddie Spears for Team Blue to step forward and regain possession for her team. Their poke away is Tondewee Schmidt for Nansemond River. Got in the mix of that play. That one just a little bit out of the reach of Elizabeth Trant as it was Ellie Tyler from Hickory tapping the ball up ahead. So with just over 6 minutes to go in the first half, a 3-goal lead, a comfortable one here for Team White. Pretty chilly night here at the Training Center in Virginia Beach as it is presently right now 48 degrees. But we've kept the rain away, which is always a good thing, Jack, because there was some playoff games where they had to brave the elements.
Yeah.
And
a couple weeks ago, the semifinals, man, it was a mess out here, but it kind of adds to the intensity of the match. You got, it's like out of the movies. You got the rain falling, and wow, that ball about came and knocked our camera down.
Airborne.
But you get the rain and stuff. It adds to the dramatic effects. But man, it was beautiful. I mean, it was 60 degrees earlier at noon, and now the temperature dropped really quick. But like you said, avoiding the rain, overall, I mean, once you start running around for some of these players, you warm up yourself. So
here with the side end going to be Team Blue behind Maddie Spears of Bayside. Trying to shake two defenders here. And then a third one came over to take it from Ellie Kidd, the Warhill product, as it ends up sliding out of bounds. And now Sophia Lowry for Hickory will have it on the reset. Just under 5 minutes to go in our first half. We see some substitutions, and that's what you applaud the coaches for. Yogi Hightower Booth and Teresa Platt tonight. They want to sub in as many as they can throughout the night because, yeah, you want to win an all-star game, but there's not the sense of urgency of the scoreboard mattering so much. You want to give everybody an opportunity to play and showcase their skills, their abilities, and hit on some of the things that Coach Griffiths talked about a little while ago with us that can allow them to distinguish themselves as they prepare for that next journey, that next step. But also for some, there might not be that next level, and you want to finish on a high note if you can and leave your best, leave it all out there on the field.
Yeah, 100%. Just like, any other all-star game you'll see on TV, you want to get everybody involved, everybody a chance. And great dribbling, by the way, into the circle. Ooh, man, a good shot from, that was Elizabeth Trant from Pocosin.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you want to get everybody involved and get everybody a chance. And like you said, it might be the last chance for some of these players. Get them to leave it all out on the field one final time.
Yeah, Trader and Trant, those two from Tab and Pocosin who squared off in that epic championship game in Class 3. Even though Class 3 is the lowest classification that crown a champion, there are 6 in the VHSL, but they go from 3 up to 6. They combine some of them for, as you see, that one gets blocked by the keeper. Trant with another good shot there.
Again, get some air underneath it.
She's shown her ability to take it all the way up the field, and we see why she's headed to Princeton. But their level of play at that final probably matched some that you'll see in the upper divisions in Class 6 and Class 5, as that was, I think people get caught up on the enrollment numbers.
Yeah, it's not a very big drop-off at all. And you've seen that, in other sports like football and basketball too. The best teams aren't always. Now, a lot of the time, yes, there's a good chance the higher the number, the better the school. But most of the time, especially for field hockey, it really doesn't make much of a difference. It's just the school's population, and you really don't see much of a drop-off between classifications.
Here it is, Team White on the move again. Chance for a 2-on-1. As you see Ellie Tyler try to pass it up ahead, and that time the defender got in the way. Thendewi Schmidt from Nansman River.
Kind of went up her stick a little bit.
Berkeley Steckline sends it back towards the middle, and here's Kira Trader. And she's a dynamic playmaker. Trader's already got 2 goals in this one. Would imagine she is a strong candidate for MVP honors, and again, they'll be selected at the end of this game. See the keeper having a race back in with the sliding. That was a nifty slide there from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, you're not lying, man. Sign her up for softball right now. Slide into home.
We're down to the final 2 minutes of our first half. Team White here in the attacking third. Yet again, I get into the shooter circle. That one looked like it got deflected. I believe that was off Maddie Weiss of Tallwood's stick. The jet flying over us.
Sounds of freedom.
Trader with 32 goals and 35 assists last year as she helped Tab win their 4th straight state title.
Wow.
And this year with another splendid year. 3-goal lead for Team White. And that one's going to roll out of play.
Good turnout. You see a lot of the parents and fans in the background. And again, that's what makes this event so great. Some of these ladies' final chance to play. You get a lot of parent support and even students. I saw a lot of students out there, fellow people who may be around the Beach District that are close by coming to see their classmates or friends play one final time. It makes for a great atmosphere, great night here at the Regional Training Center.
Really neat to see. And there's another chance to have a 2-on-1 as it was the
corner
tandem of Trader and Trant. You saw the little curl in and dump off to set up another penalty corner. This is the third of the half, at least by my count. It might be fourth. I might have missed one while we were talking with Coach Griffiths on my sheet here, I should say. But it looks like Izzy Kitzmiller is going to get it set up here to close out our half for Team White. That one's going to bounce off. It looked like the post might have hit off the shin of the keeper there initially by Elizabeth Trant. And then it goes out of play right behind that USA Field Hockey signage. Grow the game and succeed internationally, it says. Well, we'll take a time out here at halftime in the 2025 Cova Sports Field Hockey All-Star Game, brought to you by Capelli Sport. 3-0 Team White on top of Team Blue with a couple of goals from Kira Trader of Tab High School and one from Molly Buden of Kellam High. Now this from some that make it possible for us to do this with you right here on Cova Sports TV. Like, share, and subscribe.
Same as lame. Field hockey players have stick. They've got vibe. They've got that tuning fork in their hearts that goes off when a ball thumps the backboard of a goal. Field hockey is for the mold breakers, the convention challengers, the trailblazers, people who think outside the box and come alive inside the circle. Sure, there will always be those who mindlessly take the road more traveled, think the same, do the same, play the same. Field hockey players know that the strength of the pack is the wolf, and that the strength of the wolf is the pack. We know we're different, and we're proud of it. It's how we stand out. It's how we fit in. Like eagles, we soar individually, yet value family and togetherness highly. Join us. We're the minority of millions that get it. There's a stick waiting to be picked up, lifelong friendships to be made, goals to be a part of, victories, defeats, draws, and more. Stories to be told, with you, by you, of you. There's a field hockey team waiting to be called yours. Game on. Dare to differ.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
Working at ASC has been one of the best experiences of my life. Actually wanting to get up and come to work every day, knowing that you're going to learn something new.
It's a new challenge every day, new projects, new designs. It is always something new and exciting going on around here.
Everybody here that I've talked to seems to really enjoy their job and really love coming into work every single day. When you work in that type of environment every day, it just makes it easier to come in the next day.
We're always here to back each other up and help each other out whenever we need it. ASC is like a family.
They really enable everyone here to grow into whatever they need to in their position and get the additional training, get the additional education, and they really do help to make it flexible within your work schedule to be able to make that happen.
We'll work with them to help them figure out how to get from step A to step B. A lot of times it might include taking some educational classes at the community college, as well as on-the-job training. If it's a skill like welding, we might send them to Saturday welding school for 10 Saturdays.
If you have a lot of experience in doing what you're doing, that's great. Come on in, come apply. If you don't have any experience, that's fine too. We will teach you. A lot of what we do here at ASC is to develop careers. Some of the other benefits that we have here at ASC, which are very strong: health insurance, dental insurance, vision, supplemental insurances, a 401k plan, that's a safe harbor plan.
The benefits, the surprise bonuses, the company is very understanding and adjusting rates with inflation and things like that. They've definitely made it worthwhile.
When you come here, you might think that you know what it will look like, but 5 years down the road, you might find yourself a plant supervisor. You never know.
Where did you learn what it means to reciprocate? How much can I be expected to tolerate? So I started to think about the plans I made the day unpaid, and you just can't call a spade a spade. I watched you lose, let it run my mood. Can't stop thinking of you.
And we're back here on Cova Sports TV. It's the 2025 Field Hockey All-Star Game with Team White on top of Team Blue. Matt Hatfield here with you as a couple of goals have been scored by Kira Trader so far from Tab High School. The Penn State commit making her presence felt. Nice turnout here for this final send-off for these student athletes in the All-Star Game.
My mom's
And going
right.
airborne with the side in was Team White. Team Blue now on the reset. Here they come with Sophia Lowry. But Team White quickly hopping on it. Mackenzie Bendeley from Lansdowne. And we're going to get our first real shot at a goal in this half. Looks like they're getting back in the shooter circle yet again. They go airborne. That one going above and behind the net. Big thanks to Il Giardino and Lucky Oyster, who are tonight's official Player of the Game sponsors. Into the game, we'll be giving a gift card for each team's Player of the Game. As that one rattles the fence on this chilly Wednesday night in November. Just 4 days after the state champions were crowned in VHSL field hockey. We had 3 from the 757 just this past Saturday, with the likes of Gloucester in Class 4, Cox in Class 5, and in Class 3, the Tab Tigers, who did it for the 5th consecutive year. Cox High School with its 25th state championship. They avenged the loss to First Colonial from their region title and pitched a 2-0 shutout. It was their first championship since 2022, but 25th overall, so big congrats to Taylor Roundtree's Falcons. Also, Wendy Wilson's Tigers, as we mentioned, and, of course, Gloucester also getting a state championship, beating Loudoun Valley. Big effort from Ellery Miller. She scored with 23 seconds to go in regulation to help them get the difference in that championship game. Coach Joe Dougherty loving that outcome for his team. What a year they had. 2 years ago, they lost to him in the championship game, so a little bit of a payback and revenge, if you will. It's going to go back the other direction. Some nice Cova Sports uniforms tonight for the field hockey game. You see in the dark unis, Team Blue going from left to right now. Team White with the lead. Now back in possession as they get the intercept with Elizabeth Trant, who's operating in just a different gear tonight. Tell you what, it's going to be a tough battle between Trant and Trader. I know Trader has the 2 goals, but Elizabeth Trant has been very impactful as well. and her team getting the lead and controlling things for much of the flow here. Scooting by it, a couple of defenders in the dark uni and nearly tapping it in. It's going to be a corner coming up. So we watched Caroline Gartland from War Hill, the St. Mary's College product. We always hear the phrase in basketball, get downhill. She was getting downhill, it felt like, on the turf here tonight, the AstroTurf, the great surface. So here's another corner for Team White. Looks like this is their fourth or fifth of the night. Fourth at least by my count, we'll call it. Team Blue looking for that first one still. Just outside the shooter circle, it's Gartland again going against the grain, if you will, and that one's hit out of play as Elizabeth Trant had a good look at it. That one sent to midfield where waiting for it was Kira Trader. Trader sends that one down the field and out of play. Ooh, and that one goes off the leg, but then staying with it is Elizabeth Trant, who weaves her way through, hits the turf. But how she didn't even let that sting off her leg bother her is incredible. She just kept going forward after that wicked hit from a Team Blue member. Now Team Blue's got it back with Jocelyn Garcia. Here's Garcia trying to get it to Kelsey Manugo. Ball trickles away, and now Team White's got possession behind Izzy Kitzmiller. Headed to Virginia Commonwealth. And that one just got away from Budwin, who had the game's first goal in that reset, but she'll chase it down, stuck with it, as she outraced Parker Siegel from Tab for Team Blue. Siegel might have enjoyed it a little bit more on Saturday as she won the championship. Now you see just the ability to elude multiple defenders by Kira Trader. Now over to Trant. Trant was unable to hold it there to the end. And Team Blue will just try to send it out of harm's way. And that one goes flying out of play with just over 8 minutes to go in our third period. Again, a lot of great sponsors helping make our broadcast and coverage possible for you, from Atomic Wings to Town Bank, Casual Pint, Chicho's Pizza, Freddy's, Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, Tika Shack, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Big B Coffee, Dairy Queen, Hydration IV at Vibe Wellness, Melty, One Life Fitness, Beignets and Brews, and Pain and Gain. Again, our game tonight is brought to you by Capelli Sport. Kitzmiller with it. Trying to reverse it in, and that one's going to go flying out. Just over 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. You see the positive coaching from the sideline there. Yogi Hightower Booth for Team Blue and Teresa Platt for Team White. Coach Platt leading the way at Tallwood High School, and of course, so many know Yogi Hightower Booth for her illustrious career. Competed in the 1988 Summer Olympics. Won the silver medal at the Pan American Games in Indianapolis and was inducted in the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame 24 years ago. Team White on the run with Kira Trader. And that one's going to be on the far post side where Team Blue hits it out of play with just under 6 minutes to go in the third. Right there to that Tika Shack sign where Aaron Siri of Hickory will go chase it down.
Hey, I'm talking now with Cadence Parker from Nansemond River High School. Cadence, tell me about playing at the next level, your college commitment and everything.
So I'm going to play at SUNY New Paltz in New York, and I'm very excited to go and play at the next level because I know how competitive and just how much fun it's going to be.
I hate to distract you. Your team just scored, so there you go. You guys are now 4-0.
Yeah.
Tell me about playing in an event like this, your final time at the high school level, playing with people you went against your whole career and against a teammate. How's the whole experience?
It's really nice. It's really great to have all these girls come together and be able to play as one and for one final time. So it's great.
and tell me about your final high school season, how it was. I know maybe not quite the same as the year before, but take me through your senior year.
It was great. It started off, a little rough, but that's what perseverance is. And a lot of patience went into this season. Our team had amazing growth throughout the year, and we finished as a state quarterfinalist, and that's all I could ask. So
appreciate you, Kate.
All right, thanks to Jack Lowe with the young lady from Nansemond River High School, Cadence Parker, who you just heard from SUNY New Paltz, where she will play at the next level. We heard the words perseverance and patience, which was so cool to hear her highlight that. And while they were chatting, a goal was scored, in fact, for Team White. It made the score 4-0. I didn't catch who was that had that goal, but we'll find out for you when we get a quick moment and pass it along. But just over 3.5 minutes left in our third period. As Team White continues to have success in this one. And on the move now, it's Elizabeth Trant weaving past multiple defenders. 3, in fact, as she scores it to make it 5-0. Oh, my. Elizabeth Trant, take a bow. 3:21 to go in the third. That's getting some applauses outside and even indoors. Mason was giving her a little bit of a hand clap in here. He was impressed by that one. 5-0 for Team White. Tell you what, they've got a tough choice to make between Trant and Trader. 10 and 12 are just a cut above. Listen, there's some really good players out here, but those two look like elite players. Elite. Penn State is where Trader's going, and Princeton is the future home for Trant, both out of the Bay Rivers. My goodness, that should be at the front of the highlight reel. Do that in an all-star game. That was just a thing of beauty to make our score 5-0. Got it inside to 30. Little shake move to the left and curled back right, and then just finished it off as she wiggled to the right and just slid it in there in the bottom right corner. And here's another goal, as that one's going to be put on the board. An assist from Trader over to Aaron Siri to make it 6-0. So Trader gets an assist. Remember, she had 2 assists in the state finals and a goal against Pocosin. And that time, she finds Aaron Siri for the goal. 6-0. On the run again. Here it's Aaron Siri from Hickory High. And we've seen some highlight reel plays the last few minutes in this third quarter, just getting the separation.
Hey,
the
Matt,
distance.
talking with Lexi Anderson now from York High School. Tell me about your college commitment.
So I'm committed to Roanoke for lacrosse, not field hockey.
Lacrosse? Okay.
Yeah. But I do love playing field hockey, I've been playing lacrosse like my whole life, basically, like ever since I could, will you cut up parts of this or no?
What's that?
Or is it like rolling? I'm sorry, I'm like brain dead.
But that's cool. What? Tell me about that balance when you're playing two sports, and obviously they're two different seasons.
Yeah.
But playing two sports in high school and how that experience has been.
It's been like a little rocky because you got to find like the balance between like performing your best and your mental health. So I just like give myself breaks sometimes because like I'm going at it like all the time, like bouncing from practice to practice. So it's really just giving yourself those little breaks. Yeah. And just having some time, like alone time.
How'd your senior season go?
Field hockey.
Field hockey.
Oh yeah, it went pretty well. We went all the way to state semis for 3A, and we lost to tag. Tough loss, but.
And tell me what it's like playing in a game like this. You're playing against playing with some people that you played against your whole career, and just how great is it to get to play with one game?
It's really, really fun, and like I've known a lot of these girls like my whole life. I grew up playing with them, so it's just really fun to play my last senior game with and against them. Just positive vibes all around.
All right, thank you, Jack. As you heard from Lexi Anderson of York, helped them make the state semis, going to Roanoke College to play lacrosse, but also a multi-sport standout in field hockey, too. Jets are flying out here. We've got a 6-0 lead for Team White on top of Team Blue in the 2025 Cova Sports Field Hockey All-Star Game. Keep it tuned to your home for everything sports around the Commonwealth and beyond, Cova Sports TV.
Yes!
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Boom.
Wait.
First down. Let's go.
Trojans on top! Touchdown, Texas!
Any gate can be a tailgate.
Grow the game.
Grow the game.
Grow the game.
Grow the game!
Grow the game.
Grow the game. Grow the game.
Grow the game.
Cova Painting. We don't just paint, we transform spaces. Visit covapainting.com or call 757-550-7357 and mention the Sportsplex for 10% off of projects over $1,000.
Craving something hot, cheesy, and delicious? Well, we have the place for you. Melty at Lansdowne Commons in Virginia Beach. Freshly grilled melts with bold flavors, gooey cheese, and the crunch you crave. Enjoy the Cuban, patty melt, melty clubs, barbecue brisket, turkey avocado, and top it off with the milkshake. Melty is family owned and operated and is your restaurant for amazing melts and much more. See you at Melty, where every bite melts just right.
All right, Greg, thank you so much. Every bite melts just right at Melty. I haven't been over there, but I've got to make a stop in sometime soon. I'm intrigued. Tell you what, we've had some really good, talented young ladies performing tonight here in the 2025 Cova Sports TV Field Hockey All-Star Game, brought to you by Capelli Sport. Matt Hatfield with you here. Jack Lowe, my partner in crime, who's out there getting some interviews for us tonight, also providing some commentary. We got Mason Yoder also pushing the button, turning the knobs, making sure we stay afloat. And a huge thanks to Beanie Schleicher, Chuck Thornton, Nick Senti, and our entire Cova Sports TV crew for helping organize this and make it possible for all the fans out there, the student athletes, the coaches, the parents, everybody enjoying the Field Hockey All-Star Game. Sort of the swan song, the finale to this 2025 high school field hockey season, as we're seeing some of these players move on to the next level. We heard from recently some interviews from a couple of the young ladies. In fact, just before our break, we had Jack catch up with the one who's going to play not just field hockey is where she's starring at, but heading to Roanoke College for lacrosse. And Lexi Anderson also had a conversation with another young lady prior to that in Cadence Parker from Nansemond River. Anderson from York and Parker from Nansemond River. And it's Parker's the one that's probably having a little more fun tonight because her team's got a 6-goal lead as another penalty corner is coming up for Team White, which has been in control in this game. 6-0 advantage. And I think this is going to be their 6th penalty corner, too, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think they've scored but only 1 goal off a corner, though, if I can remember right. I think it was that one while we were talking with Old Dominion field hockey coach Andrew Griffiths, who's out here tonight. Really cool to see him out here. And various high school field hockey coaches, college coaches coming out to the training center, which is just as he mentioned, a wonderful surface. We've seen USA Field Hockey use this facility for its big events. The high school teams come here for playoff games and regular season matchups, and then also club field hockey throughout the year too. It's really a ideal setting for some of these athletes to hone in their skills and develop as players, as we watch another hit right there go off the keeper, and it'll be Team Blue trying to dig out of its own end. Team White, though, suffocating right now. Kira Trader and Elizabeth Tran have been two of the mainstays tonight, making things happen time and time again. Now we watch as Molly Budwin was in the fray for a moment, but here comes Annalie Booth from state champion Cox in Class 5. Send it up the field. Peyton Sutton from Gloucester has it. And that one into the middle. And that one hit from the side there. Taylor Seacrest of Grafton. Looks like we got our first corner for the blue team. And Natalie Booth will be the one trotting out there to get it started. Booth had a score in this past Saturday's 2-0 state championship against their rival First Colonial. Bella Glenn found her for that one goal that was very important. Oh, there's a goal as Team Blue has broken the shutout on the board. How about that shot? That was from distance, folks. Not in tight. Excellent shot there for Team Blue to trim it to a 5-goal game, making the penalty corner pay off. 6-1 is our count. And that one just getting out of the reach for a moment, but Team White still on the move here. Oh, spinorama move. Believe that is, guess who? Elizabeth Trant. Now Kira Trader's got it. That goal, by the way, scored for Team Blue was Taylor Seacrest of Grafton. Want to shout her out for having that goal. Thought that's who it was, but I wasn't positive. I wanted to watch the replay just to confirm it before scratching it out and having to make a correction. But Taylor Seacrest did have that goal from Grafton, who's headed to the University of Lynchburg to continue her field hockey career. Team Blue showing a little more fight in this fourth quarter. Sophia Lowry from Hickory. And this time it's going to be Team White pulling it out. The likes of Cadence Parker, who you heard from a little while ago with Jack Lowe and Aaron Seary. Sophia Lowry had a really good year for Hickory. Seven goals, 7 assists, it looks like, in her career so far with the Hawks. 8 points total this season as a senior. as we're down to the last 10 minutes. Team White with Kira Trader now, showing off her speed as she gets by 1, 2, trying to find separation from a third blue shirt. She'll just slice the defense, and there's an assist. How about that? Trader to Trant. Maybe the silencer to make it 7-1. As that dynamic duo, they have been putting in work all night long. If you've been watching 10 and 12, just a terrific twosome. 7-1 is the count for Team White. I believe Trader now has 3 assists and 2 goals. Trant's got 2 goals. Lost track of some of it. Taylor Seacrest had the last goal prior to that for Team Blue. Erin Series got a goal tonight. Molly Budwin has a goal. Team White up by 6 here as we approach 8 minutes to play. Along the sideline now, Mackenzie Bendeley. And now Trant will chase to it. Really precise pass on that. You see the patience from Caroline Gartland. Team Blue, though, flying through there to intercept it was Ellie.
Hey, Matt, I've got Kira Trader with me from Tab High School, committed to Penn State University. Firstly, talk me through your commitment with Penn State in the Big Ten.
Yeah, I'm just really excited to be going there next year. I think the school is perfect for me. It's like has a good mixture of everything. So, and the coaches are just amazing. So I'm excited for that.
Multiple goals already tonight. Talk me through, what's been going well, some of the teammates you've gained chemistry with.
Yeah, I feel like for us, we're just really good at passing, finding each other, like connections in the circle. And, everyone's always there for a rebound just in case something happens. So I think that's the main thing.
And what's it like playing in a game like this where, a lot of your teammates, maybe people you went against for the last few years, maybe a teammate on the other side, just what's this experience been like?
It's been really fun. I got to meet a lot of new people, and they're all great girls. So I was excited to play with them tonight.
And just what are you looking forward to most going to play at Penn State this time next year?
Just the atmosphere, playing at a high D1 level. I'm just really excited for that. So,
Kira, appreciate you, Kira Trader. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kira, and thank you, Jack. Great job, as you heard from Kira Trader, who's headed to Penn State. What a job she's done tonight, talking about the connecting in the circle with her teammates and really having fun out there in this 2025 Cova Sports Field Hockey All-Star Game, brought to you by Capelli Sport. Her team in complete control tonight, 7-1. She also mentioned about her teammates, ready to get the rebound if they don't get a shot there. But you see the chemistry in the circle that they have. They sort of know where they are. Just great chemistry. And having played with each other before, some of these players, they've picked it up like secondhand. They've done this time and time again. So, of course, they know some of these players from going up against them during the high school season and club year and all throughout the year, competing in the sport, as they are some of the best here tonight at the training center on this chilly Wednesday in Virginia Beach. You see the coats out here and you say, my goodness, it's so cold out there, but look at all these family members and friends and loved ones supporting these student athletes doing what they love, playing the game of field hockey. 7-1 lead here now for Team White against Team Blue. 5.5 minutes to go. And that one goes off the stick of Caroline Gartland, and then it hits a hop off the post. And you see the effort still there from both sides. Team Blue, though, trying to get a second goal tonight. Audrey Elms from Hampton Roads Academy. Not as many private school players in this one this year. We do have a couple from Catholic. We do have, of course, Norfolk Academy. What a program Mary Werkheiser built there before she announced her retirement. Of course, part of the Mary and Beanie Hockey on the Turf podcast. And then Norfolk Academy continues success this year in the TCIS, Catholic with a quality program too. And Hampton Roads Academy. Need to see someone from HRA involved in this event. We got Caroline Willis from Norfolk Academy as we watch another penalty corner coming up here for Team White. And unless the teams schedule those games or they go to a showcase, a tournament, an event like something here at the Sportsplex in the training center, you don't always get the public versus private matches. But Jack's got someone else with us tonight. Go ahead, Jack. Who you got? Well, if Jack can hear me, I'm not sure if he can or not, but we will hopefully have someone he's going to speak with in a moment. I think he's got with him Jocelyn Garcia of Hickory High School. So when he hears me, and he's got Jocelyn ready.
Each other. We're all such a tight knit family, and we have such a love for God that I think it's really allowed us to push forward. We work hard, we train hard, pretty much 6 days a week during the summer, and I think that, and honestly, yeah, just the love of the game and love for each other really pushed us to get as far as we did this season.
What is there to be said playing a game like this? You're playing against or playing with a lot of people you maybe played against in your 4 years, and getting to meet a lot of new people and stuff, and getting to play one final time at the high school level.
I think it's amazing. I love and know a lot of these girls. I've been playing with a lot of them for 4 years, some of them even more. And I think it's amazing. I'm so proud of each and every one of us to be able to come out here and get to share our last game with each other this late in the season. And I think it's amazing. And I'm honestly just here for a good time, and I hope everyone enjoys themselves tonight.
Jocelyn Garcia, back to you, man.
Thank you, Jack. Great job there as we caught a good chunk of that. We apologize for the early technical difficulties, but Jack braving the cold out here, getting some of these interviews. We appreciate his work, and Jocelyn's sharing some time. You can just see the energy she has in speaking with Jack there. Proud and amazing words that really stuck out there about just being out here to compete with some of the best around the Hampton Roads area in the sport of field hockey. Says it's now a 7-1 count in favor of Team White with under 3 minutes to go. There's some good players on this Team Blue squad, and she's one of them. Unfortunately, just ran into a little bit of a buzzsaw tonight with Kira Trader and Elizabeth Trant. Really got started thanks to Molly Budwin from Kellum High School helping them. And in the past, I think maybe it was 2 or 3 years ago when I last broadcasted this event, it was a little bit of a mixture of public versus private and Southside Peninsula. But I like the mixing of the rosters so you're not just located with one district. I think we've seen that with other All-Star games lately. And there's another goal on the board now for Team White as that one is scored by number 10. Guess who? Kira Trader. As she isn't done, that is at least a hat trick for her. 3rd or 4th goal. I've lost track at this point to make it 8-1. So Team White continuing its dominance in this matchup tonight at the training center as we tick under 2 minutes to go. And a reminder, we will be giving out our player of the game winners at the conclusion with a gift card for each team's player of the game, thanks to our friends at Lucky Oyster and Il Giardino. Down to the last 90 seconds now. Team Blue wanted to get one more goal before they put this one to bed tonight. There's another good job from Budwin stepping through there. Team Blue regaining possession thanks to Parker Siegel, and that one just going out of the reach of Taylor Sechrist, who's got the lone goal for Team Blue. See the wind picking up a little bit here on this chilly Wednesday, November night. Blue back with it, White back with it with Aaron Seary, who's got a goal tonight. Along the sideline, Ellie Tyler. So many of these student athletes you'll see receive all-state, all-Tidewater recognition. Not every district still does the all-district honors anymore. There are still some like the TCS that does it, and I don't know that the Beach or the Southeastern do it anymore. The Bay Rivers, I think, still does. But I know there's all-region teams that get selected. And that means something to these young men and women that play the game of sports at the high school level, to get those certificates, to get that recognition, be it all region, all state. It has some value. And competing in an all-star game like this to get chosen, and then you go out and perform well, it also has significance too. Last couple of seconds, we won't get another shot on the board, and it's going to be a win for Team White over Team Blue as they get it done comfortably tonight here at the Regional Training Center in Virginia Beach. And we'll be giving out our player of the games in just a moment, but we'll take a quick timeout and put the finishing touches on this broadcast here on Cova Sports TV. Team White victorious over Team Blue in the 2025 Cova Sports Field Hockey All-Star Game. Now this from those that help make it possible.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
A history of winning started with the 65 Gators losing steam, losing sweat.
We've identified the problem. What is the solution?
A drink scientifically designed to hydrate better than water, so they could sweat more, win more, and change the game forever.
Boom, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. Naturally, we called our stuff Gatorade.
What does happiness mean to you?
Being in the ocean with you, watching you catch super fun waves.
In Virginia Beach, happiness is breaking barriers and savoring the sunshine.
I couldn't pick a better place or a better person to be with. This is what makes me happy. Happiness is going all out.
And taking it all in.
Here, happiness is whatever you make it. Find yours in Virginia Beach.
Authentic Italian cuisine can be found in just one place in Hampton Roads, Il Giardino Ristorante in Virginia Beach. Il Giardino offers veal, seafood, chicken, pasta, vegetarian, and pizza creations. Add the sounds of the piano bar and lounge, and it's no wonder Il Giardino is such a popular local spot. Open daily at 5 p.m.
Pain and Gain, your one-stop shop for all things field hockey. Located in Princess One Shopping Center, Virginia Beach, we carry everything you need on the turf, from black sticks, turf shoes, mouth guards, and much more. Try out your stick before you buy in our synthetic turf area. Pain and Gain. Embrace the pain, enjoy the game.
At Atomic Wings, we prioritize real chicken with fresh, all-natural, never-frozen ingredients, all packed with serious flavor. Order from over 15 awesome flavors at atomicwings.com.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
Life moves fast, but when that Freddy's hits, you can't help but slow down. Freddy's, this is the good stuff.
With 4 Hampton Roads area locations, Freddy's is just a short trip away.
The 2025 Cova Sports TV Field Hockey All-Star Game is complete tonight. Team White victorious over Team Blue. And we can tell you who our players of the game are. We're going to announce it here at the training center as well, as multiple goals were scored from Kira Trader and Elizabeth Trant. Trader from Tab High School headed to Penn State, and Trant from Pocosin who's going to Princeton. The lone goal for Team Blue came courtesy of Taylor Sechrist of Grafton, who's going to the University of Lynchburg. And we'll be announcing those players of the game here in just a moment. And again, special thanks to Il Giardino and Lucky Oyster for presenting our players of the game tonight. We'll be giving out a gift card to each team's player of the game. As you see the teams gathering for some photo opportunities on the turf. Matt Hatfield back here with you on Cova Sports TV. And we will be telling you those players of the game in just a moment. To no surprise, Trader and Trant were the two that were pretty much the I don't want to say finalists, but in contention all night long, it felt like, for Team White. And again, our game is brought to you tonight by Capelli Sport. We appreciate them and all that they do for helping us bring you the best of the best when it comes to field hockey action all year long, from the summertime to the high school season and through the playoffs, and now with this terrific all-star game that is organized by the folks at Cova Sports TV with Chuck Thornton, Nick Senti, Eni Schleicher and company. And you see the victorious Team White there getting the photo op tonight. You don't always see 6+, 7+, 8 goals in an all-star game, but they had some special talent really shine through in this game tonight. It got started off with the goal from Kellam High's Molly Buden, and then it carried over with that assist by Carolyn Garland, by the way, or Gartland, excuse me, from War Hill. And then it carried over with the success of Kira Trader of Tab and Elizabeth Tran of Pocosin as they built that lead to 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, eventually 6-0 before the first goal was scored by Taylor Seacrest for Team Blue. And we'll be announcing our players of the game here in just a moment. And now I think we see some of the direction to have some of the players go to the sideline, I think, so we will make that announcement. I can tell you that the player of the game for Team White was a player wearing a double-digit number, so no shock. But it eliminates 4 of the participants in single-digit numbers. As we see the final photos being taken right now here on Cova Sports TV. And we'll shortly pass along that information to everyone out here. We're going to thank the coaches for their time and efforts tonight. Teresa Platt for Team White, along with Margaret Brandon, and Yogi Hightower Booth for Team Blue, represented in black tonight. All right, so here we go. We are ready for our player of the game announcements. We want to thank Il Giardino and Lucky Oyster, tonight's official player of the game sponsors, as we provide the gift card from them for each team's player of the game. We'll start off for Team Blue tonight, their player of the game, wearing number 5 from Catholic High School, Jaden Large. Congratulations to Jaden. And for Team White, their player of the game tonight, from Tab High School, headed to Penn State University, number 10, Kira Trader. Congratulations to Kira and to Jaden, and to all of the participants tonight for making this possible, as well as our officials, our coaches, and all the folks from Cova Sports TV. We also want to thank Pain and Gain, Beignets and Brews, One Life Fitness, Dairy Queen, Melty, Big B Coffee, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Freddy's, Hydration IV at Vibe Wellness, Tika Shack, Casual Pint, Chicho's, Town Bank, and Atomic Wings. And of course, our presenting sponsor, Capelli Sport. And for all of you fans and parents and relatives, those that have come out to support these student athletes all year long, your support helps make it possible.
Ready?
All right, Jack, he's got our players.
All right, now talking with our players of the game from the game, Kira Trader, who we already actually talked to, and then Jaden Large. Kira, what'd you see out there? You had multiple goals. Tell me about your experience tonight.
Yeah, it was really fun. All these girls are like great to play with, and I feel like our connection was really good.
Yeah, for sure. And Jaden, how about you? Great night in the cage, and tell me what you saw.
I thought it was super fun just getting out there with everybody and like seeing some girls from club and just like opposing teams that have played throughout the season and like being to be on the same team as them was really great.
Overall thoughts on your senior season, your final year?
It was fun, but by the end I was like ready to start the new chapter and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Those are your 2 player of the games right here on Cova Sports TV. Back to you, Matt.
To
Thank you.
fine student athletes in Jaden Large and Kira Trader from Tab High School and Large from Catholic High School. And that's going to wrap up our broadcast tonight here on Cova Sports TV. So for Jack Lowe and Nick Senti and our entire team, Mason Yoder on camera tonight and producing, I'm Matt Hatfield. We thank you all for checking out the action, and we will catch you next time around the corner. It'll be here before you know it on Cova Sports TV. Like, share, and subscribe. We say goodnight from Virginia Beach, Virginia.
It's 757 Saturday Sports Talk with Matt Hatfield and the one and only Coach Ed Young every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. on Cova Sports TV. From high school football and basketball to the NFL, MLB, college sports, and the NBA, if it's making headlines, they are breaking it down. Bold takes, big-time guests, and a few laughs, especially at the expense of that basketball coach, Ed Young. Catch it on Cox TV and your view, and don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube at Cova Sports TV.